Good morning, everyone. It's Rivgal, picking up where we left off with our Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Baron's Hero's Journey, featuring Porom. So this one is all magic users seed with the restriction of not being able to use any physical attacks. This is one of the rougher spots depending on where we're at. I think with the levels we've got we should be okay, but this spot has very, very high magic defense. Naturally, so that can be very problematic depending on what boss is there. Now, our entire party at this point is fully leveled up, so we're going to be chucking nukes at him. I guess we're just going to kind of hope that we're okay. And that is actually really good. Change Rod. One of the things that we still needed. Not the preferred item there, but it will do. We're down to the nitty-gritty here. Let's actually go... I think we're going to swap out. And that was a bit of a waste. Oh well. Couldn't remember if it was its charm that's the better one. Rune. Sorcerer. And just real quick, because I'm curious, 26 agility. Don't feel like that's a good spot to be. I don't remember, though. I know, like, 28 is where you actually want to be. I think 26 is about the worst you can actually be at, now that I'm thinking about it. Cutscene fight. Now we get to listen to the custom music. One of the things that gets randomized in this randomizer is the music for this particular scene. They put a different MIDI track from some other game or other pop culture thing. Sounds very familiar, and I feel like I should know it, and I probably do know it. Oh, duh. Yep. Me change. Odin. That's interesting. Let's see if this hits. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, like I said, this spot has very high magic defense, but it's also much lower level than us. And we've got Nuke and Stardust Rod. Pink Tail, not what we're looking for. I think that means that the Bahamut or Mist Dragon. I just realized we haven't found Mist Dragon yet. I don't think. So yeah, Bahamut on the moon, which means that we'll have to go up to the moon. We have to activate the ship to do that. Let's real quick double check on Mist Dragon first, I suppose. I don't think we've already gotten it, and I don't think we've fought it. I did have a couple days between my first video and this one, so I could have forgotten. No, we have not. We need to be very careful not to go out the left side of that. So we're gonna real quick hop into the boss locations we haven't been to. Unfortunately, there's a chance that it's at the bottom of the cave, the sealed cave. So we're just gonna check these two spots quick, and then we're gonna head to the moon. Pinktail is not a key item, even if it is something that we might want. I'm pretty sure at this point there's Mist Dragon. Sorry, Mom. Okay. So Mist Dragon, with this Flagset, you can get a key item by beating Mist Dragon and then going to Mist Village and picking up an item from Radius Mop. This one is promising, at least. It's a good chance it's Rat Tail. I'm trying to think of what else we're missing. Rat Tail, Adamant, and one other. So we're down to a 50-50. The Adamant is either exchanged from the Rat Tail or it's on the moon. Where is my hovercraft? I suppose the good news is that means we're going to get an item from the Pink Tail as well. If we had found the Adamant before the Rat Tail, I would not have bothered turning the Pink Tail in at this point. Like, we're missing a bunch of equipment, but it's not gonna break us with this sort of setup. Rat Tail. There's our Adamant. Okay, so we don't have to go to the moon. Hoping for, like, a black robe? Oh! Adamant armors are on. That's dumb. Okay. That works. That means that somebody is going to become really powerful here. So I'm not 100% sure how or what Porom's item pool is for this, because they do have custom items put in. But there's a decent chance that the item we're getting here may be able to be equipped by somebody else, so we're probably going to be sandbagging Porom. Because we're not going to be able to work her agility the way I'd like. We do have Curse Ring, and we do have Ninja Hat, so we have some things that can adjust it. Actually, Seraphim Staff. Okay, let's see what stats that buffs, besides White Magic. I know it's going to do White Magic. That probably means that Rosa can equip it as well. There's our crystal. Just 15. Okay, so it's not actually even any better or worse. I think she's still at 26. So I think what we actually want to do here could be misremembering this, and if I am, it's probably real bad. And adamant is plus 15 to everything. Yeah. So I think we're gonna go Rydia with the adamant. Rune Tiara Stardust. She's pretty much capped out on what she could potentially do. Stardust, I don't think we've got anything for him, and then Stardust for Callum. And Rune. Protect Ring. Oops. Probably would have been okay, but bumping up HP a bit with those apples is good, especially because, you know, they were there, and we have more money than we could ever need. Let's bump the crystal up to the top. Let's equip Rosa with the Seraphim Staff. Never mind, we'll equip Rosa with the Silence Staff. No. Seraphim. Life. Not that it matters much, because they're not going to be the ones doing the heavy-duty work here. You know what? Since we're right here, I am going to take 2 seconds to pop in. Okay. Slim chance that that was Sorcerer Robes for sale, but it was a possibility, and it would actually have made a slight difference, so makes a little bit less of a difference with that adamant armor in tow. Let's try it at battle speed 3. So we're going to be using reflect strats for this boss to cut its hit points in half. The trick with this, so basically the memory cartridge couldn't hold over a certain amount of hit points, so they split this boss into 2 phases. When it hits the end of the first phase, it counterattacks by filling its hit points up. However, there can only be 1 counterattack per action in this game. And when you reflect a spell, it uses up that counterattack, so the boss can't counterattack it. What that means is if you only do damage by reflecting spells, it will never get the chance to use that counterattack, and it will not refill its hit points. So I believe that takes this boss from, like, effectively 100,000 hit points down to, like, 50,000. So Rydia should go first. Crystal. Thought we had, yeah, there we go. Starveil. See who the boss is. Another custom thing. They customize the Zeroma sprite every fight. I do not recognize that. Galamus? Is that Galleon from Lunar? Maybe? So we baited that first nuke out of him. When Zeromus casts nuke, it lowers his magic power. Which means that his other attack is also going to be weaker until he gets to a certain point in his script where it resets. We may actually be in trouble. But we'll try. So Big Bang. Hopefully this is a nerfed Big Bang. I think we're good. Unless we did enough to change several phases at once, we're good. I think at this point we're going to switch targets just to be safe so we don't accidentally nuke a Porom in the face. Downside there is that we do lose one cast off Rydia for the Star Veil, but I think that's worth it to not accidentally screw up. Plus, with Rydia's speed, she should be getting a turn again soon. So at this point, the one thing that we're hoping for... Oh, we might be in trouble. This is now an unnerfed Big Bang. Nope, we're good. It's close, but we're good. Yep. We were very, very close to not getting that second one. Ironically, I'm pretty confident saying that if I had been able to find those sorcerer robes that I was looking for, we would have probably been able to survive. Or it wouldn't have happened, rather. So, that is the end of this run. That was actually a lot shorter on this one than I was expecting. We ended up having a really good Zeromus fight, and very quick Zeromus fight. That was only like 5 minutes. I think that puts the total time for the run at... Well, we'll see what the actual time showing is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be somewhere around, like, 2:10. The actual game time will just be a hint. I'm mostly looking at how long the videos were, which was about an hour, and then about 50-some minutes, and then 19 minutes, minus a little bit at the end and the beginning. So yeah, honestly, I was a little bit worried about this one because magic strats have never been my best thing, but I think this actually is a great video as far as showing how far I've come in this. I just did reflect strats under 2 hours on the in-game time. That makes me happy. I know that wasn't the actual time, but it still makes me happy. yeah, I never used to do the D machine grind. I never used to do reflect strats. I used to avoid magic parties because I didn't have those strategies under my belt. And honestly, this felt really comfortable. It's not my favorite, but if I get this sort of party, I feel like I know how to handle it now, and I didn't used to. So we'll consider that some progress. If you are watching this, by the time this video comes out, I will have just hit my 5-year anniversary streaming, which I am, or not streaming, YouTubing, whatever. There's not a good word for it. 5 years of content creation. And honestly, this last year I have been trying to make some adjustments to how I handle things. And it's felt really good. My short videos have been shorter. My long videos have been just as long, which brings my average video length down to about a half hour, which is much better and means that the short videos are a lot more consumable. I've still been keeping up with my annual goal of hitting at least one video a day effectively. This year there were some gaps, as there often are, because I do this for fun and I don't generally set a consistent schedule. So a lot of times what I end up doing is pumping out like 4 or 5 videos in a weekend and then not having any at other times. And what I've kind of been trying to shift towards is recording a bunch on the weekends like I had, and then putting them out one a day throughout the week, so that people have a little bit of content throughout. With the longer videos being put out on the weekends, ideally. These ones obviously weren't, but that was because I was busy. And that's the big thing. You know, this is something I do for fun. I'm not big enough to be monetized. I'm not getting anything for it. I don't have a Patreon. I don't consider myself professional enough in how I handle these to be doing that. This is just for fun, and it's fun for me. I am glad that there's a bunch of people that are apparently enjoying it as well. I've had a bunch of new people show up with I noticed several that have shown up for FF4 randomizer, a few that have shown up for FF6 T edition when I was doing that. We actually got a bunch during that. That's one of the biggest spikes that I've had in a long time. Yeah, we've got like I think I started the year with around 100 subscribers, and we got almost 40 this year. So that's really good for me. But yeah, no, I am feeling really good about the way that things have been going. I'm enjoying these this sort of free enterprise run. Which, if you haven't actually seen the official races for these, it's a really fun little series that they put together. It was just a kind of a for fun thing that they did with different like challenge settings that are themed around characters, which is something I like to do anyway. And I feel like working through these is a great way to do this. Yeah. Hopefully you are still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. There's a lot out there. I think my last count was something around 2,200, which I was looking at for my anniversary. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. If you're another person who does FF4 races, I'm posting my seeds for all of these in the in the description, so you can run them and see how you do alongside mine. As always, have a good one. I'll catch you next time.